4,000 years ago, the goddess of fertility, love, and abundance was hung on a hook in hell. Now, let me back up and ask you a question. Have you ever had an intuitive knowing that you're supposed to do something, but maybe that something is super inconvenient, like might even just blow up your life if you do it, so you avoid and you avoid and you avoid? Well, that's exactly how Inanna ended up in this situation. Let me explain. So, Inanna is loving life as the goddess of love and fertility and abundance would, but she can't ignore this call. The call is from her sister, the goddess of the underworld, war, death, plague, destruction, to descend. Now, Inanna doesn't want to, but the call keeps getting louder and louder until she must comply. And as she descends, she must pass through these 7 gates. At each gate, she is stripped of something integral to her identity: her crown, her jewels, her staff, her robe, until at the 7th gate, she is crawling naked to the feet of her sister. Now, her sister looks at her, and with one glance, Inanna is dead. Hence how she ended up on this hook in hell. Now, the world above cannot survive without Inanna, so they send the rescue team and negotiations are made. The sister brings Inanna back to life. Inanna is reborn and must go back up and pass through these 7 gates that she once descended through. Now, each of her items are waiting for her there, but they don't hold the same value anymore. The crown, the jewels, the staff, she has a different set of values because she's been reborn. She's gone through into the darkness, into the shadows, and confronted mortality. And now, as she rises, she is transformed into a different person. Now, I love this myth because it's just such a good example of how in life we ignore our shadows. We ignore the things that we don't want to deal with, but it is through like shedding our ego, shedding our identity, that we have the opportunity to actually step into a more meaningful, more empowered, more authentic version of ourselves, just like the goddess Inanna. So, I'm very, very excited to continue to share mythology stories as a way to understand human behavior today, and also to promote my film, Fall of the Phoenix, which takes a mythological look at mental health and brain health challenges that we experience, so that we can not only see them from the scientific side, but also from a side of soul, a side of story, a side of like mythology and the blueprint of humanity.